Hi guys, this is Mr. Assassin and I'm here today to do chapter 134 of the Seven Deadly Sins, the battle between King and Meliodas. And this is one of the more interesting chapters because the last chapters were not that interesting at all. Apparently, King at some point grazes Meliodas and the wound was not that significant, but it keeps getting bigger and bigger. And Meliodas starts bleeding out. I don't know if the translation is correct, but I am reading from manga stream, so I hope that the translation is correct. It says that this is King's power. He is able to grow or elevate anything to the next level, to the next status. So even wounds, he is able to grow and elevate the wound. So basically, if he grazes you just a little, in time, if he applies his power, that wound will get bigger until it can become a fatal wound. And this is apparently the power he's using to regrow the forest. As a fairy king, he can regrow the forest very fast and negate any damage. But he can do the opposite. He can grow damage and wounds in opponents. So a very hexed power. And it goes into the theme of King, so I will not say it is convenient, but it goes into his theme. I like it. Meliodas is trying to dash King's questions by talking about the past and picking on King, because he tells him that all the other fairy kings that he knew, like Dahlia and Gloxinia, they all have wings, had wings, because they're dead. And why doesn't King have any wings? Is he a fraud or something? And this gets King very mad, and he condenses a drop of water that he takes out of their branch, the branch they can take into the cave, that branch that is protected by magic, hardened by magic. And he condenses the water from that branch and creates a drop of water, of condensed water, that has the density of iron, and then he attacks Meliodas with that thing. Meliodas has to go and use his darkness power to demon powers to actually negate this attack from King, because he can control water. King can control the elements that give life to a forest. So he can control water, but if that water has the density of iron, then he could cause some serious wounds to Meliodas. So Meliodas condenses his darkness in a single drop, just like King did with the water. It is at that point that the fight is getting so dangerous that they decide to stop. They are friends, and I would have liked to see a little more damage done, a little more blows, but they decide to actually stop the fight and not go any further. I mean, it makes sense because fighting amongst each other right now when the 10 commandments are in the world, it's a loss of energy and of time. But yeah, I would have wanted to see King fight Meliodas, really fight Meliodas. Anyhow, they stop the fight, and Meliodas tells King that he cannot reveal his past at this time, and even if he did, King will not believe him. King states that because of that he can no longer trust him, and he will keep a close eye on his every move. Then Meliodas and King get out of the cave, and Meliodas regains his powers, which is a lot of freaking power, and the 10 commandments sense it. They sense Meliodas' powers return. And some of them are stunned, some of them are frightened, and Meliodas seems very powerful. I could even venture to say that he's the son of the demon king and some mortal woman, because he's like half demon, something like that. But I guess we'll see in the future. Basically, that's chapter 134, a very exciting chapter. I liked it. So rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a nice day.
Any rational society would either kill me or put me to some use.